Hello friends, welcome to my video. I will tell you about the rise of Macedonia and the conquests of Alexander the Great. Macedonia was a kingdom located in ancient Greece, and the Macedonians emerged as a major power in the 4th century BC. King Philip II ascended to the throne in 336 BC and swiftly strengthened Macedonia. By uniting the other city-states in Greece under his leadership, he created a powerful army and economy. However, the most famous leader of the Macedonian kingdom was Alexander the Great, who was born on July 20, 356 BC. Following in his father Philip II's footsteps, he ascended to the throne in 336 BC and began rapidly conquering Greece. In 334 BC, he launched a major campaign against the Persian Empire at the age of only 22. Alexander the Great defeated the Persian army at the Battle of Granicus in 333 BC and vanquished Persian king Darius III at the Battle of Issus in 331 BC. He then seized the Persian capital of Persepolis, effectively gaining control of the Persian Empire. Alexander the Great embarked on a campaign towards India in 327 BC, but progress became difficult and his soldiers grew weary. Eventually, he decided to return and fell unexpectedly ill during the journey, passing away in Babylon in 323 BC. However, his death did not diminish his empire and conquests. Alexander the Great's conquests were among the greatest military campaigns in history and made him one of the greatest rulers of his time. He initiated the Hellenistic period, which brought together various cultures and civilizations. As a result of his conquests, Greek culture influenced regions such as Persia, Egypt, and India, and Hellenistic kingdoms emerged. However, Alexander the Great's death complicated his empire and conquests. The empire was divided among his generals, and wars broke out among the Hellenistic kingdoms. This period, known as the Dyadic Wars, took place between 323 and 281 BC, and it negatively impacted the stability and unity of the Hellenistic kingdoms. During this time, the effects of Alexander the Great's conquests continued to be felt through political and cultural changes. For example, the conquests of Alexander the Great promoted cultural interactions and led to a period of cultural fusion between the East and the West. Greek architecture, art, philosophy, and science spread to different regions such as Persia, Egypt, and India. The Library of Alexandria, established by Alexander the Great, is known as the largest library of the ancient world and is considered a symbol of the cultural exchange during that period. However, the wars among the Hellenistic kingdoms, economic and social instability, and governance challenges also arose. After the death of Alexander the Great, there were competitions and struggles for the throne among his successors. The Hellenistic kingdoms faced internal wars, rebellions, and external threats. As a result, Alexander the Great's empire fell apart and was replaced by the Hellenistic kingdoms. Nevertheless, Alexander the Great's conquests influenced the course of history. The Hellenistic kingdoms underwent significant political and cultural changes under the influence of Greek culture in regions such as Persia, Egypt, and India. During this period, new languages, architectural styles, and social structures emerged as a result of the interaction between different cultures. At the same time, Alexander the Great's conquests helped bridge the gap between the East and the West, creating a historical and cultural crossroads. In conclusion, the rise of Macedonia and the conquests of Alexander the Great are significant turning points in ancient world history. Under the leadership of Alexander the Great, the Kingdom of Macedonia united Greece and established a powerful empire, and his conquests had historical and cultural impacts. However, the dissolution of his empire and the emergence of the Hellenistic kingdoms were complex processes, and their consequences are still visible today. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel to support.